Hello, we're here. The first ever present practice. Oh my God! I have another computer over there, so we can at least see who's on. Zoe, don't move that. Oh my gosh, people! This is an Immanuel conversation. Jesus, we need you to be here with us, dude. Check this out. Peter Saddington, DCTV, in the house. Thank you. Yeah. Sungshim will join us in a second. So this is just like the warm-up show. Oh, look who's coming. What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up? Is it Crypto Nation?
No, honey, this is not Crypto Nation.
It's Immanuel.
So the camera's right here.
Oh, do I need to look it over here?
Yeah, and don't be careful of that.
You were talking about Peter Saddington?
Well, look, he's here. And Kimchi, my alpha cohort Bitcoin pub friends, they're in the house. Wow.
They are truly living out the community.
I know. Check it out.
That's
yes.
Awesome.
So, why are we here?
Imitating Peter.
Imitating one of my pastors. Look, just a guy trying. Another one of my Bitcoin pub alpha cohort friends. I forget who's all in what, but today, one thing that Peter says, he's one of my pastors. Kinda, right?
He is.
Sort of true. He knows Jesus.
He does. He has an MDiv.
He has an MDiv. And you know what he says to me? You know what the time?
The bad word?
No. Not the bad word. This is presence and practice, a Jesus-centered channel.
I'm sure they do.
He says, you know what time it is? You know when you should do something?
Right now.
Always now.
That's right.
Right. So today, after hearing our new senior pastor, Tom Kang, he came from Saddleback Church. Okay. And he did a sermon.
Okay, he did. He's a very energetic, amazing speaker.
He's very energetic, engaging. Mm-hmm. He captured my attention, and I was sitting there thinking, we have to do a live stream about this. So he inspired me.
Oh, cool.
So Pastor Peter Saddington and Pastor Tom Kang said, you know what, I want to do it. And so I even have my notes.
Actually, both are yellow.
Nice, honey. Nice. This is what I'm talking about. See, we're good
He's
together.
White and I'm yellow. But I think actually he's darker than me.
So I'm kind of brown, even though I'm white, and you're yellow, but you're more white than I'm yellow.
No,
okay,
let's go back.
Focus.
Like Peter Saddington and Tom
Pastor Peter
Kang,
and Pastor Tom
both are yellow.
Inspired me. Yes. Mm-hmm. Pastor Peter, they like it.
Yep.
Kimchi likes that. Honey, Kimchi is a white guy.
Oh, and then he named after Kimchi?
He named his...
He likes yellow too.
Always now, yes. So,
right. Let's not goof around.
No, honey,
really
this is
serious.
This is. We need to play off each other. So, the sermon was he called it Coldplay and Calling, but the main point was your first purpose in life. What do you think it is? I mean, this is a pastor, Pastor Tom. Okay. He's preaching.
Give lots of money to church.
No, my gosh.
I learned from Peter Saddington. When I see his video, he's just like saying nonsense. So I'm thinking maybe that's what you need to do to make people like
engaged.
That's
true. You just say nonsense as long as it's from the heart and it's genuinely you. And I know you're being genuine.
It's actually, I am kind of making fun of our own culture, the church culture. Like, other people might think that the first purpose of life is to give lots of money. No, just live well, be successful, and give lots of money to church.
Right, and that's not what Pastor Tom said.
That's right, because he's legit.
He's legit. He actually has a real MDiv.
That's right.
Peter does too. We don't. We just have masters in marriage and family therapy and other stuff.
Okay.
So, no, his point was the first purpose in life, which I haven't memorized because he's a good communicator, is to be loved by God. You knew that. You heard it.
I did, but I like it. I want to just ponder a bit. What does it mean by to be loved by God? Even to love by you.
Mm-hmm. By
yeah,
me.
So yeah, by you, anybody. To
Pastor
be
John.
loved.
Yes.
Yeah, Pastor John, like to be loved by God. Yes.
And so I was thinking, I mean, like that's kind of what our work is about, because a lot of organizations or church say, oh, we want you, a pastor or a church leader, we want you to go do something,
right?
Which like we need to go do things, but it has to flow from a place like God is love, love is all. It has to flow from the fuel that lasts is your attachment and connection to God's love.
I see.
That's who we are. That's what, we wrote this like simple little book, Joyful Journey. It's basically one practice of staying in tune with God.
That's right.
The name of this channel is Presence in Practice. That's the ministry we have. So basically, Tom is doing work for us. It feels like he's one of our communicators. Saying like God, presence is being connected to God. God, Immanuel, God is with us right now. So that's the fuel. And then the practice are the concrete things that we go and do to bring about goodness in the world. Like whatever we think that is. So hopefully, that can be a part of it. So the first purpose of life was to be loved by God. And he said like, he's really good with like, and actually both these pastors, Peter and Tom, are really excellent at having like catchphrases and things. So he one of his was live loved, live loved. And so let us live loved. And what are we doing? Just want to have a conversation with you. How do we stay connected? How do we live out that first purpose?
Well, like I really like my mentor and your mentor as well, Jim Wilder. Like, I don't know whether you think about love this way. To me, love is a little abstract because we use love so many times. It's one of those things you feel like you know it, but you don't know it. And then sometimes think, I know it, but I don't know it. Or many times, I think I don't know anything about it. When I learned the concept of joy.
Yes, that's
joy means when somebody's glad to be with you. Let's say when I went to church today, I went to a different campus and then I met some people that I haven't seen for a long, long time. Just think about that. You travel, you come home, and then you like just meet or see the person that you haven't seen for a long time. What does it happen? Just like your body has this surge of energy. That's all I could think of, like this energy that you didn't feel when you are just looking at the computer or working. It's just this like some sort of positive or life.
I want to move towards them. Like I might be talking to somebody, but if I haven't seen them in a long time, hold on, I want to.
Yeah, I want to see them. It's that sense of, I'm so glad to see you. I want almost that phrase conveys that. You are so important to me. You matter to me. Your life is so dang important. Like I want to be with you. That word cannot capture that. It's just that experiential, like this God sense of, I'm glad to be with them. And then when I receive that joy from somebody else, I just know it. I just can't. Love is like that. I think at least the gladness that someone is glad to be with you, kind of we can picture it like that.
So to receive God's
gladness, yes,
his the sense that He is actually glad to be with us. I mean, that is good news. That God is glad to be with you. God is glad to be with you. Like that's right. That is the God that we know, and that's the God that we want to just. Because if we experience it, it overflows. That's right. So then I was thinking that when I hear him saying, your purpose of life, purpose of life is live loved, I have to picture this God who is powerful, creating everything out of nothing. That person, I don't know, some people might not agree with me, but that being, that person, is just like so glad to see me, and then just conveys to me that like I get tear up when I think about it. Like when I stay in it, that person let me know that your life matters. Like maybe someone like me who grew up
family or culture that people quickly dismiss you. If especially you don't have money growing up in a poverty culture, it's easily you get the eyes of this disgust.
So you're kind of saying like a common experience you had growing up was not anti-joy, was this.
That's right.
And then you can see the peak of joy. It stands out. It's very.
That's right. That's right.
It's evident.
Someone who's that powerful, if you believe that there is God or universe or whatever that you call that powerful being, doesn't remain just powerful and just distance and just look at your eyes and make your body feel in a God deep level. I'm so glad to see you today. And your life really truly mattered to me. What is that you are bringing to me today? Let's sit down and let's just enjoy each other. If that is really true, that changes everything.
It changes the world because it changes one person. Like right here, right now, you are experiencing that, and that just opens up your heart, mind, and soul. And I know that flows out of you. That flows out of me. And you're talking about like big joy, you're really experiencing it right now.
Oh, that's right. Whenever I pause and tap into that place of this being, when I think about a powerful person, those who are in truly in authority in a religious organization, or as a little children at school, they can be their teachers, or even to my children, the parents, or those who have lots of money. Let's say you need to go work for the person. So someone who are in power, imagine that. And then that always keep me. I don't know about you, the white guy, but this
white guys hurt too.
I know. I'm saying it in general. Those privileged ones, I don't know about that. But someone like me, when I conjure up the picture of those who have power,
that's the water they swim in.
Right. That brings
I mean, I kind of grew up in that realm, so I still have my hurts and pains, but the water is different.
Right. So that it evokes in me, body sensation wise, just like a little tightness in my tummy. And then my shoulders get a little like tighten and be ready to like either like pretend that I am powerful, or inside it just shaking. Yet like I don't want them to look down on me.
Sure. You want to stand strong on your own power,
right?
When they look down on you, but it's a kind of a contrast.
But
when you experience this love.
But there are some people in your life, like me, teachers or pastors or friends who are truly glad to be with you. That's the phrase that I love because my mentor Jim Wilder says that. But I really, you pause and think about those individuals in your life. You know what I'm talking about. In your body, in your chest, in your shoulder, in your head, in your belly, in your limbs. You know that energy. You know, you cannot deny that reality of love. I mean, when I think about it, it's hard, but when I behold the gauge of love towards me and letting me know that I matter and my life is important, and that they will be with me and they can do something about what I'm going through, man, then I have this real thing, this energy that I feel. So God is that powerful, and yet He's the one that who look at me and give me that sense. His power is worthless if He doesn't love us, right? It's true.
Because then otherwise we will do things out of fear. Like when I'm talking about parenting, you can make your kids do anything if you use enough fear, but that is a very short term, and it will not create a loving relationship. I think about, what kind of relationship do I want with my kids when they're 30? I thought
that you said 25.
I changed it because adolescence is lasting longer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, sorry, I did change it. I didn't let you know.
I see. I thought the good marriage is based upon the continual conversation.
And we're having that conversation right now. It just happened to have a couple
Right.
people watching us.
Okay,
So
she's like,
12 people. So, but honey, like Kimchi is saying, like, I'd love to know God that way. And like
oh,
Peter on Decentralizing, love the candor from the heart. So
oh,
Lynn Youngblood, who I think came from Life Model or something, says, yes, would love to know that. So
that's right. I want you to know that.
yeah, no, that's what we want. And like Edward Tana Grace says, the God that you cower in fear of, like a coward, like you hang your head low, like that will destroy you. That's not the God we know.
No.
We know the God who loves you, comes down to where you are and will be with you. And that's the first video in the Presence and Practice. I deliberately read from Exodus 3, the burning bush, because God reveals his character. He says, I see you. I hear like the cries and how people are oppressed. And he will be with us and come down and show us and walk with us and empower us. That's a demonstration of love. And you're so good at what you did. And
I'm so good at
so many things. Yeah, you're like an angel. No, but and I want to say what you did, because you're just doing it naturally, and I notice you've been doing it more, is modeling for people where you feel it in your body.
That's
and there's
right.
lots of reasons. We will do videos in the future how that just like differentiates different parts of the body and integrates it. So we're trying to live a live a life of integration. Because to know, like what Pastor Tom said, your first purpose is to know that you're loved by God, to experience it. That's what we want to help people. Like, you don't stop there, but you actually have to make sure you're actually like plugged in or attached to the vine or receiving that. And you can't do that in a hurry. You actually have to pause and slow down enough to really know, like what you just did. You are very skillful at this, so you can do it like that. And then
That's a Korean way. It's a victory sign. We Koreans do this. When you see the photo of Koreans, they always do this. That means like a victory. And then, but these days, this is just like side talk. You know what? This is what I learned from you, Peter Saddington. You just like goofing around and doing something. And then these days they do this. This means heart.
Peter knows.
Oh, Peter, you know
I'm
this
sure
heart?
he knows.
Okay, but anyway, there are people who don't know Korean culture. I'm just educating you. I love you like that.
So Peter actually asked, how do you do this? And that's kind of what I'm saying is even just pausing and notice that you don't feel loved by God. Actually, that might be the first step. Is to know, I cognitively know in my left brain,
true.
God loves me. It says in the scripture. I heard the pastor say it. The first step might be, yes, I know that's true, but really I don't feel it.
That's right. Then there is the
synchronization.
Okay. My English
is your third
not
language.
my
Third language.
First language is Korean. Second language is Japanese. Third language is English. So when I make mistake, back off. Just because this is my
this
third
is presence
language.
and practice.
I think I got too much influence from Peter.
No, Peter loves it.
Gosh,
so you know,
shouldn't be this way.
It should not like this.
Okay, what was I thinking?
So you were saying synchronization because I said the
synchronization.
first step is likely, and actually this is I think how learning happens. You notice how you're not living that way.
That's right.
And that's actually humility. You said synchronization. I'm a pastor, so I will say humility.
Okay.
But no, it's really basically saying like, yeah, I don't feel loved by God, or sometimes I don't, or in these moments I don't feel loved by God and I don't know what to do. Like that's just like, to me, humility is living in reality.
Okay, so I'll tell one story. Then I'll teach
Peter
you.
is going to love you because last night was about stories, tell stories. And he's so right, and I want to get better. I need to get better. I want to get better.
So I'll tell you a story before I go. So I had a 2-car accident this year. I never had a car accident, but then in March I had one, and then a few weeks ago I had another one.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
okay.
2 weeks. Yeah.
So when you have those things, you are telling yourself either, oh, how stupid I am, why I did that. You know, I can go that route. Or another route is, you know, it was I it's not my fault.
Oh, so you kind
I
of like,
did.
that's almost like blaming.
Yeah, like it's not my fault. Like just happened. It's a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized that when these things happen like that, if you really truly live a life of mindfulness or active with God, I keep talking to God about God, like I make those mistakes, twice in a row, and then it costs us over $1,000 to fix it, and the premium goes up.
$1,400.
What can I learn from this experience?
Yes.
And then after the deep reflection, this is what I sense. I could either blame or justify, like whatever the mistake. The life things happen like that. But I have an impression from God that it's because Sungshim, you think busy, hurried life and getting a lot of things done within such a short amount of time, you think that that's a good life. And then I'm like, how did you know that? That's right. And then he's saying, because of that, you give your only little margin to travel one place to another. So he's saying, I feel like the one that who delighted to see me, and then the one that who provides everything that I need, if I truly trust that. And then he's saying that something, would you begin exploring unhurried life is a truly good life. And then, unhurried life is a good life. I begin telling myself, honestly, well, I don't know. But at the same time, I had to really wrestle with the concept. Unhurried life is truly good life. When I think about it, if I was not in hurry, those moments, actually, in the long run, I would have not paid that much money. And also, I thought that going back to the synchronization, I think to myself, luckily, those accidents didn't happen on the main, the freeway or the moving situation so much. One was parking lot, one was just already parked. And I realized in my mind, I'm thinking that, I'm fine. I can drive fine. But then my body started shaking whenever I drive. Like I get started more easily. And I realized, my mind thinks that I'm fine after the 2 accidents, but my heart, like emotions, a little more afraid of driving. And then my body gets more tensed up. Then I realize, actually, I think that I'm fine, but actually I'm not fine. That means then I need to receive support from God and the people that I love. And
I see. So you're saying your body was some of the first signals to tell you you need support, you need love from God and from people who care about you, who are glad to be with you.
Somebody said, what does it mean by mindfulness, though?
Light Gambino. You should call him out.
Okay. Who?
Light Gambino.
Okay. Hello. Well, that's a big area. But when I say mindfulness, I was thinking of more observing the thoughts that I'm having, even being able to observe my inner experiences of my emotions, or even especially these that I'm really paying attention. Mindful means being thoughtful. In other words, being thoughtful of even how my body's telling me through my body sensation. So
paying attention, like just noticing. Notice what I think, notice what I feel, like emotionally, and notice like the body sensations. Like that's simply what we mean by mindfulness.
Oh, so I forgot why I tell this story. It's because of this. I'm a teacher, so when I teach those things, think about what you are thinking. Just every moment for fun. Like just even I'm holding that thought right now. Actually, this is much more fun than I thought. So that's the thought I had.
So you're kind of displaying it right now.
Yeah. So then my emotions are like actually quite excited. I'm not like that. Peter Saddington is the one that what?
It says it's John. I love this. So it might not even be Peter. It could be John or it could be both. We don't know, but they're both cool.
Okay. I know John too, but then I saw Peter.
Oh, yeah. Both. It says
so
both.
Like I lose my train of thought. You guys are interrupting me. So I am old.
Now it's the Saddington brothers' faults. We're blaming you.
So
okay, no, here. I know where you are. So I wanted to model with you. So you're saying thought, feeling, sensation. That's where you're going. So my thought
is yeah.
No, so your thought was it's more fun
than I thought.
And then I'm like, I'm so happy. No, I'm so happy that my wife enjoys doing this with me.
I see. Because I was annoyed that he wants me to do that. I'm like, why do we have to do these things?
But she's great.
So my thought is, this is more fun than I thought. And then my feeling is like, I'm happy. I'm happy that I did something new, but I still enjoy it. And then my body said, what?
Oh, go ahead. I was going to do it, but you can do all three and then I do three.
Yeah. So my body sensation is like, when you going to a picnic or something when you are young, it's like, it feels like right around here, this warmth, but it's not a calmness. It's a little like butterflies here, but it's just like a little bit of flippering, like it's what's the word? Fluttering kind of sensation right there. The reason that I'm doing this kind of exercise is like somebody asked about the mindfulness. That's right, mindfulness. Like, what's that? Like, it's like a love. Like, I have no idea what does it mean by be mindful. Mindfulness, like that, just pause, simply notice what I just did. What's my thought? What's my feeling? What's my body like right there? I was like pointing out, saying that what's my body feels like. In this case, this is much integrated and it's kind of aligned. It's like I think about chiropractor, aligned, all this thing. But if it's not, that's the time that if you practice mindfulness, then you will know that something is not aligned. So I think that I love God, but my feelings, I'm scared that he will punish me. And then my body feels like there's a nonsense. Then probably I need to go see a chiropractor.
Thank you, honey. Excellent. Yeah. What I realize is you're so good at talking and I don't know when to interrupt.
I know, that's your life. I'm sorry.
It is my life.
Sorry.
But you came here and we doing it together. So oh my gosh, I'm so glad my wife is enjoying this. Increases the chances she'll do it more. I feel like just this genuine joy, happiness, just pure joy, like with you. And then actually people that I am getting to know and building community with are here like that. Me. I love all the web and the thread, and I'm looking forward to kind of building that. So that you guys are a part of my feeling joy. And where I feel it in my body, it feels like in my chest and my stomach, like grounded and strong and like it's just like a potent feeling in my body. So it's a little bit hard, but yeah, that's so. And then the other thing that I wanted to say was I'm covering the time because
I already saw it.
You
it was
did, right?
27. Yeah. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm wasting your time.
No, I was thinking about 30 minutes, and she's like, I thought you wanted short videos.
John said 30 minutes, and I'm thinking, what the heck? This is such an Asian thing. Like, we don't want to be bothered. Like, I don't want to bother.
These people can just turn it on.
I know. That's your white people thinking. You think that but I'm just educating them as well. That's Asian mindset. It's like you should be like what? Like you should not bother them. Yeah, I know, but in Korea,
Asian people are adults and they can turn it off.
No, but that's not
I respect Asians more than you respect Asians.
Like if Asian, we should not do the 30-minute walk.
Look it.
Because there's already.
Peter John says it's not a color thing; it's a culture thing.
So it's culture, yeah. So anyway.
And then Lynn Youngblood says, we're not bothered. We want to hear you. And then Aprilla Ryder says, you guys are funny.
Come on. I'm so
Come
glad.
on, white people. Just a guy trying to.
Do not call white people.
Well, he says, come on, white people.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm married to John, so I call white people in Kansas City, and then I can tell they didn't laugh. Like in LA, they laugh because
we can play off of culture. And
but then over there, actually,
because it was probably 99% white people, and you're
so
like.
Then I said, this white guy, and they're like, oh man, I made a mistake. They look at me like.
I was I felt for her, but I'm usually the one making faux pas and crossing lines. So welcome to the club,
So 29 minutes, earlier 27, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, now my belly feels a little tight and ooh, I don't know.
But you're a good storyteller. You're engaged them. We play off of each other. Together, I think we're strong. And so you can cross them. We don't mind. Be yourself.
Thank you. I need to hear that more. Peter, you're my good example. Thank you. You really, okay.
And we got to get this setup going here. So you know what? My mentor, Peter says, smash the like button, subscribe.
Yes, right now. Smash that. What? What's
Smash the like button.
Like?
Like.
Okay. Smash the like button. This Korean, you have to learn this another phrase too. Probably if Peter didn't teach you, this is I'm ajuma. Ajuma means married, middle-aged woman. Ajuma has so much power. They are not ashamed. Even there are a lot of shame in Korean culture. But if you're a mother, if you're Ajuma, oh man, you can
do anything,
whatever you want. And then they would say, oh, look at that Ajuma. It's like power. That. So what was I saying? Oh, the smash the button, whatever the like button. Like it sounds like so. I'm like so not cool, Ajuma.
You're so cool.
But then I'm trying to look cool. Like so, I'm laughing at myself. Like smash that like button. Like
I love it. That's what you're so fun. You're so fun. So
I don't know. I'm making fun of myself. It's like that's a mindfulness fruit because I'm noticing. I'm like, oh, I'm acting like I'm funny, but I'm in the cool, but I'm not cool.
So anyway, remember your first purpose of life is to remember you're loved by God. Then you can act like us, complete nuts, and not care what people think.
Yeah, Tom King's line is live loved.
Live loved. And then he did say the first calling was to enjoy your relationship with God. I mean, and to us, we're embodying that right here live. You get to see, like, we feel like we're connecting with God, with each other, with you guys. And there we go. And then, what do you want to do?
No, they're all done with his.
All done.
I think. Another thing, like it's 31 minutes. It's been 31 minutes and 46, 7, 8 seconds. So what we are going to do, we are going to teach you one more skill before we go. When there is a high energy like that, this is very exciting to me. I'm doing it for myself.
It's fun.
And then especially when it is this heightened sense of joy and excitement, why you want to come down. But that's important skill. Like because negative emotions, usually you would know that high energy, that negative way, and then you got to learn to experience the negative heightened sense of energy, and then by taking an even simple deep breath, and then just come down to your base. So I enjoy so much today, and then I noticed that I'm a little hyper. And then
you are.
It's fun. It's fun. It's great, but also I want to let you know that. Whenever you have that, even the positive one, like modulating it, being able to slow down, taking a deep breath, and just having that quiet sense of something that the breath to kind of settling down into you. And that is very important, another skill, because in our field, that ability actually is a number one predictor for your mental health. So
the ability to quiet yourself, and then that is really important. But I just am noticing a thought, and then actually in my body, oh my gosh, my daughter's watching a video, and it is so loud. Let me see. Hey Zoe, can you turn that down? And do you want to come and say hi on the live stream because we're almost done? So you like to come and say hi. My daughter, like, she plays a cameo in a lot of my videos, and she has her own brightness and like, come on, Zoe. What you were saying was about like we got that from Alan Shore. The number one predictor of mental health is the ability to calm yourself, quiet yourself. And then actually I asked him that because I heard it from Jim Wilder, and he said, yes, that's true, but it's coupled with the ability to bond with someone, like Sungshim was saying, joyfully, that someone's glad to be with you. If you have that and you can quiet yourself.
All right.
Hey, Peter says, hey, beautiful. So build joy, be with people who are glad to be with you, and quiet yourself down. And we will talk, that will be a thread throughout all of ours. Thank you, Pastor Tom Kang, for spurring us on with.
Thank you, Pastor Peter.
And Pastor Peter,
Oh, I see.
Let me quiet my. I know this is my life. I'm making a point. I'm making it reasonable speed, and you just like butt in.
You know what? That's a Korean woman who is oppressed. So it comes out in our marriage all the
I'm
time.
oppressed in this marriage.
I know. So I'm sorry, John.
I feel like I'm like
it's the
taking one for the team.
Yeah, generation to generation, that trauma and all that, the oppressed people, they can oppress other people too. So
yes,
I'm
pain that has
sorry.
not been transformed is transmitted, and your pain is being transmitted to me.
That is so true. I'm working on it.
You are.
I
So
am
that's why,
transforming my
yes.
pain. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so thank you, Pastor Tom, for reminding us, declaring the truth. Your first purpose is to be loved, to take that in, to experience that and enjoy it. Thank you, Pastor Peter Saddington, for inspiring us and modeling, like, just go and do, and now is the time. And so I would say now is the time to love.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
and then John Saddington is there too.
Yes.
So John, do you want to be like an elder or a deacon? I'm not sure. I don't know your like training or what you desire, but something like that.
Kimchi said, "Thank you. You awesome. Love it." I love it. Thank you, Kimchi.
We will talk about stuff from this book. It is central. Some of what we talked about tonight is in there.
Decentralize. We are actually decentralizing. It doesn't need to be all like only you don't need to only see. Okay, just hold that thought. That's
I know. We'll talk about why Immanuel journaling is the ultimate decentralized way of connecting with Jesus.
Amen.
David Foster joined. Enjoy the energy and wisdom. That's probably Janet. But hi, David. Hi, Janet. We love you guys. We love all of you.
All right.
And thank you, honey.
Yeah, because I'm glad to be with them. Really, your life really matter. Seriously, I love it.
And then and December's here.
Hi, December.
Honey, look at this camera. I know we have to figure it out right there. But the setup there. So
bye, guys.
I want you to know you are loved. There is a being we call God that loves you. We know that. If you know another God that doesn't love you or you're afraid of, that's not the God we know. We're talking about Jesus, the Father, and then the Spirit. You're loved. I pray you live at a pace that are in touch with how much God loves you.
Amen.
And then be filled with that and go spread it.
Amen.
So, love you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you guys.
Bye.
Okay. I know people are talking like, hey, Kimchi, just a guy trying, ninja, cheers, bud. This is awesome. So much fun.
So much fun.
All right. Thank you, Lynn. When's the next one? No, seriously. I was thinking we should do it. Okay, now we're just casual. You guys are free to go. The official time is over. Service is done.
Now it's offering time. So you better leave the church. If you stay,
offering plates coming by, and you'll feel like awkward and guilty because you haven't experienced God's love yet. So you'll shamefully put in money. That's fine. That's right. We accept Bitcoin, Litecoin, Icon, other ones.
Oh my God, this is so fun. This is so funny.
Yes. Smash the like button.
Yes, smash the like button. I mean, not like button.
Like button. Good.
Like.
Smash the like button.
Wow.
So the next one, I don't know, maybe we could do it Sunday nights.
Ask Peter, your pastor.
Just, you know what? Always now. Well, we'll do it in half an hour. We'll see you guys in half an hour. No, just kidding. That's a little too soon. But I was thinking Sunday nights.
That's right.
But we can't compete with decentralized TV.
Oh, what time is that?
I know Peter had a regular thing, but so we'll figure it out.
Peter, we're not going to do it around the time.
Yeah, no way. We are not competing with decentralized TV.
That's right.
So
okay, John, let's go. I feel nervous. I feel bad for them.
Look at
whoever that is.
16 people are staying. They can go. They know they're adults.
That's weird.
What is?
I'm wasting your time.
Okay.
Go and do the dishes. Make yourself useful.
Oh my gosh.
Be productive.
Lynn Youngblood is asking, what is decentralized TV? It's my brother's. It's cryptocurrency family. Actually, I wanted to tell you, and maybe now's the time. How could we have conversations related to relationships and spirituality and cryptocurrency? So one thing I was thinking about, and this is like, she doesn't even know what I'm going to ask her. There are people out there who are totally into cryptocurrency. You've seen my journey.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, what if we asked people, for those who are interested in cryptocurrency, how is that interest impacting your relationships?
Oh,
What do you think? Because I mean, we could tell a bunch of stories, right?
Right.
Stories from you seeing me be interested,
Mm-hmm.
me being disciplined,
Right.
me telling our friends
Mhm.
about it nonstop, and
Right.
being like a bulldozer, and they don't
Or like the missionary.
like kinda
Yeah.
right. So we have our stories, but then asking others, like, because I was thinking, if you whatever you're interested in. If your partner doesn't know about it or
That's right.
doesn't, they don't have to like it. Like, I don't think Sungshim cares about cryptocurrency, except that the value goes up and we can buy a house in the years to come. Other than
That's
that,
right,
it
that's
serves no
right.
purpose,
Mhm.
right? Which is
But
fine.
decentralized, the power is distributed. I like that.
Yes.
The essence of it. Someone like me, I love that.
Yeah.
If that serves that purpose,
Yes.
hey, bring it on.
Bring it on. Like,
Yep.
let's spread the good news. So
Yeah.
I was thinking,
John, hold on. I gotta go. I feel really bad. I know there are people who can still stay. This is my limit, the Asian person limit. So bye, guys. I love you. And then I will see you next time.
okay.
Okay, John, you talk.
Okay, we'll talk. No, I'm
Okay.
gonna go with you too, because
Okay,
like,
come on, let's go.
okay.
It's too long.
All right. Bless you. Remember, you're loved. And when you don't feel it, notice it. Feel it where you feel it in your body. And then ask,
share.
and
Yep.
share with people.
Yeah.
And know that
Be
you're loved.
honest. You would share with your own self.
Yep. Love you
All
guys.
right.
Bye.
Love you. This. Remember.
Love you.
Love.
You. Love is
Okay.
all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, that was fun. But like, it's like at the end, it was like.